defensive side, I feel like the defensive side, a lot of young guys, lot of good pressures, but not getting home. That's basically what we want to do. We want to get home on these quarterbacks, especially a guy like Joe Burrow. But that's nitpicking because I feel like that they played great defense all game. Even when Darius Slay was in the game, I feel like that he had some good snaps once he got hurt, Isaiah Rodgers took to him, and a lot of people were uh so surprised when he basically kept up. Well, he lost Jamar Chase in that play, and then he kept up with him because his speed. And then he just a lot of guys, a lot of cornerbacks would have set up there and got nervous. But instead of getting nervous, he basically got right back into the play and made a play on the ball. And it ended up a turnover for the Eagles. So that's what I'm saying, that it's a lot of great things to take away from this game. But like I said, they're moving in the right direction. And I just want to see. I want to see. Like I'm with Coach. I do want to see consistency, but I know it's not going to look the same every single week because it's going to be tailored to the team that we're playing. Just like the Jags. It's not going to look like how we just did the Bengals. So that's basically what I'm looking for. Yeah, I mean, but they got a lot more good pass rushers than the Bengals. So
yeah, but the Bengals have arguably the best pass rusher in the AFC. So that was a great test for Fred Johnson, and he played a hell of a game.
Yeah.
So, what's the name? Is it Hendrickson? Not Hendrickson.
Yeah, Hendrickson. It was.
Is it Hendrickson?
Yeah.
He's a beast, and he took care of business last weekend. So, anybody that comes in and you are unsure of if he's under Stoutland, Stoutland gonna have them boys ready. Everybody that Stoutland has coached has had a marked improvement. Beckham, Mekhi Beckham, Fred Johnson, Tyler Steen, they've all gotten better under Stoutland. So Stoutland is the Teflon Don, man. He can do no wrong. And if we got young players and stuff like that, with the same way I felt with like Juergens, man. Juergens is killing it right now, and he's only getting better. So we're in a good spot, man. We really hitting our stride. And I think that Kellen Moore and Sirianni have become comfortable with being a run-first offense. But like I said, let me see it for one more week so I know this is how we're going to do things going forward.
I'm not looking at it for like week to week. I'm looking at it for like just making the right decisions and not overthinking it. I feel like, just watching game tape of the offense. Yes, the offense looked great. I love certain throws that Jalen did make, but often it was like he made the tougher throws. It actually worked, and that's why we praising it. But it was plays where he went with with AJ Brown when Devontae Smith cut in, and I'm like, yo, Devontae Smith is wide open, like he's open, but you took the other route, and I'm happy that it worked. But I'm like, those things you look at on tape and be like, okay, well, I need to clean that up because, he's talking about efficiency a lot. And I feel like that, going forward, he's not going to be looking to, make the incomplete passes. That's why I thought it was hilarious. On my way home, I was listening to the press conference with Jalen Hurts, and the first question they asked him about was Jahan Dotson. That was the first question. Yeah, that was the first
today.
Yeah. That was the first question they asked him, and he was like, I feel like that, he's just waiting on his time and everything. They want him to be able to click with that wide receiver 3, great. But I feel like that throughout these 7 games that we've seen, I feel like that the offense is building on the weaknesses of the players, and then also Kellen Moore's scheme, and they trying to combine that to the point where they can simplify it that way with Saquon Barkley, and then Jahan Dotson is going to be able to get his.
I watched some of the tape of Jahan this week. I was kind of keyed in to see like what the issue was. I see him getting open though. It's kind of like he getting open. Like it was a play. First quarter had to be first drop. No, first quarter, yeah, that drive we had when we didn't score. Jahan got open. I mean, Jahan hit dude with a mean and got outside, and Jalen seen it, but I don't think I felt like his trust. Like it almost felt like trust. Like, do I trust the drug? Because it was a bucket between like the safety and the corner. It was a little bucket, and he felt like if he, I felt like if he just line drive right between, he had about 10 yards from the safety, and he just turned and I was like, oh, okay. So it's like feeling like trust. Like he don't trust Jahan. He don't. I can't say he don't trust himself because I done seen him make that pass to AJ and Smitty 1,001 times. I seen him make it, to them two guys, and even Goddard, he would have made the pass.
He just got to get there, and it'll happen when it happens. Because I would tell anybody, I don't care, Jahan Dotson, Devontae Adams. Think of Puka Nacua, not Puka Nacua, but who are they talking about? That was Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
Any of these free agents that would have been available. Who do you want to put up there that's going to take attempts or targets from Devontae Smith and AJ Brown? That's what it comes down to. He's been there with AJ, and AJ has proven that he's that guy. Devontae has proven that he's that guy. Jahan Dotson, even though I'm with you, I know he's open and he's gonna get his opportunities, but it is a trust issue, and that it's weird to even say it like that. But this is the easiest way to say it. It'll happen when it happens. The same thing happened with Quez Watkins, and then look what happened. He caught a couple balls, and then he hit them in some key situations, and he dropped it, or he fumbled, or it was.
But he got something. See, but the difference is, Coach. The only thing that's different is when he got stuck with Quez, he instantly started getting Quez involved. That's how Quez got the role. When he got stuck with Jahan, he still was looking for other options over Jahan.
Right, but it'll come.
See, it will or it won't. I mean, to be honest, it will or it won't. It'll just be what it is.
No, because it'll be a situation where you'll be like, damn, it's about time. Or because, or it'll be a situation where who you going to game plan? You got to game plan AJ, period. Teams that we got two people that teams have to stop now, AJ and Saquon. First play of the game against the Bengals, 8 men in the box. You know what's coming. You know who they're trying to stop. So now they challenging Jalen to beat you over the top. And just like go back 2 years ago when we beat Green Bay at home. And everybody thought Aaron Rodgers was going to come in and light us up. And Jalen beat Green Bay over the top. And they weren't expecting that because he was running the ball so well. So now it's like the jury's out now. We can beat you on the ground and we can beat you in the air. And eventually teams are still watching tape. So now, okay, we got to figure out a way how we can stop AJ Brown because he's the king of yak yards. If he goes across the middle and he catches the ball, we got problems. But wait a minute, Devontae Smith can take the top off and he can go up and get them 50-50 balls. So what are we going to do about that? Wait a minute. Saquon Barkley's coming out the backfield. We got to make a choice. Wait a minute. Jalen Hurts looks like he's running pretty good now. So now we got that to worry about. And I'm saying all that to say Jahan Dotson is probably low on the totem pole as who they gonna worry about. And that Jahan Dotson is gonna come into his own, not come into his own, but he gonna start getting targets. Watch, the closer we get to the playoffs.
I feel like
because now everybody's got to figure out how to stop the best players, and Jahan Dotson is not in that category because he's new.
I feel like that it was a bad trade for Jahan Dotson. I said this before. Jalen Hurts has a chemistry, or he built a chemistry, I should say, with Paris Campbell. I think that should have been our number 3. Just because of the position that they're in, like you just said, alluded to, you got AJ Brown, you got Smitty, you got Saquon. On top of that, you had Dallas Goedert / Calcaterra. And he basically gave Calcaterra on his presser high praise, today. And basically was like he came from over a concussion. He was basically saying that he didn't want to play football no more. Like that matters, right? You bring in a guy that we know that is good, but if the quarterback don't trust you, you're not going to get these targets. You know, I see you wide open, but AJ got two guys over him, and I know he can catch that. I know Devontae Smith over the top, he could catch that one-on-one 50-50 ball. I know that Dallas Goedert on the out route, he could catch that and possibly get loose for a couple more yards until he, hook the trailer. It's a lot to go with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that him and Jahan Dotson is there yet.
No, he's not.
But that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah, but all of those reasons are those the reasons you're giving that's why it was a bad trade? Because it's one play changes that whole narrative. One play.
No.
If Jahan Dotson goes over the top for a touchdown, what happens and when it happens can change that whole narrative of Jahan Dotson.
I don't think so, because I feel like that just how you saying about 1A and 1B. I feel like that if they're doubled and he gets a touchdown, if people that watch the study and the tapes, they're gonna be like, yo, they set that play up because that they caused so much drama, whereas though he was wide open, he had no choice but to make that catch. All we're gonna say is that I'm happy he made that catch and he's not Quez Watkins.
What if he doesn't make the touch? Okay, what if the touchdown is 1-on-1? He beats his man and it ain't a double team. He makes a nice play to get a touchdown.
That's what he's supposed to do.
I'm seeing him run. Like, that's like sometimes, like, I look at Jalen and be like, why so much trust is needed? But I've seen him over the years, and I know trust is an issue. It's some of the plays right now that he makes to Grant Calcaterra that we watched him turn down 2 years ago. And we watched him turn down last year. We watched him be like, I'm not making that to Grant. I don't know if I trust him.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that, but I guess I'm like, at the end of the day, we always see it on the field, but that's what I mean. Were we worried when Dallas Goedert got hurt? Sure, but Dallas Goedert, arguably one of the better tight ends in the NFL, but he's injury prone, so you can't rely on him. He's been injury prone the last 3 seasons. Avonte Maddox,
hey coach,
good
I might have been
DB,
one of the few
injury prone. CJ Gardner-Johnson, injury prone.
I'm probably one of the few that when Dallas went down wasn't worried.
Yeah, but I give it to Dallas. Dallas is that dude when he's healthy. But now we know that now we got more confidence in Grant Calcaterra. So now, okay, once again, we got even at tight end, pick your poison. So it's not a drop off when Dallas is out for whatever reason. And, back to the original point with Jahan Dotson, I think it only takes one play just to change that whole narrative. Because if he makes a play when a play is needed and they double teaming or they shifting the safety over AJ or something like that, that's what he's expected to do. So to me, that means it's worth it. I don't need him to be the number 1 pick. We got that. We got that guy in AJ Brown, and we got it again in Devontae Smith. So the pressure's off of him. All he's got to do is be ready when his number is called, and that's coming. And that'll be the thing where people will say, when a play like that happens, then everybody immediately wants to go back to the stuff that he did back in Washington. And I guarantee you, it'll be somebody on the telecast will be like, that's why he was the number 1 pick, and then they'll start giving him his flowers and stuff like that. But that's just the way it happens. So I can be patient in a situation like that. It will happen. So I don't think it was the worst trade, because again, who else would you bring in that's going to take targets away from AJ and Devontae?
And also be cheap and affordable for the next year or so.
Exactly.
No. That part of the trade I understand. What I'm saying is you give up a 3rd and 2 7s.
Man, don't you know Howie Roseman by now? He gonna get.
I already know.
Backs.
No, I already know.
He gonna get them pick back.
But
so that third ain't nothing but a free comp he get next year.
Man, he gonna get them picks back. Guaranteed.
Look, coach, you know you get a comp. You get a comp for certain play. Oh, that's a comp. We'll get that.
Yeah. I was one of them that I was mad when we got rid of Hassan Reddick. Can't say that now. Even though I'm the main one and I still stick to it. Keep your homeboys at home. We should have kept them. However, Howie knew what he was doing. He read the tea leaves and he saw where things was going. And again, he made the right decision. And why would I think that he did something different when it comes to Jahan Dotson? I don't. That's another situation where Howie's done. He done got too many good hits in the free agency game for us to doubt him at all. Some people will call it a bad trade. I don't, because wait till the end of the season. Now, if you go through the end of the season, he don't catch a touchdown, he don't do this, okay, we can have that argument. But all it takes is one play, and whatever that one play does, he might make the play to get us to the Super Bowl or to a conference championship or to beat Dallas. Doesn't matter. All it takes is one play, then that whole narrative shifts about Jahan Dotson.
Hey, Coach, I ain't gonna lie. I just thought about it in my head when you said it. Him catching a toe tap corner of the end zone play against Dallas to seal the game. Eagle fans will be like, "We won the trade. We won the trade." You know what's up?
They would. It's just the simple fact that I don't think. Well, what I do think is unfair to Jahan Dotson, because I heard this on the radio today, is that they was like he only has like 30 something yards since he's been an Eagle, and I'm sitting here like the Eagle office was still trying to figure themselves out. Jalen Hurts, got to build that trust with him. It's a lot to go into it. It's times that he was open and Jalen Hurts just missed him. But Jalen Hurts did break up in the presser.
Did you see
he did break up in the presser?
Did you see the fade that he ran in like the third quarter? AJ ran like a slant. I think he ran like a smoke up the sideline, Smitty. But I really like the effort I see from him from the time he got here to now. And the only reason I brought that route up is because remember we watched him run that same route early in the year. He just stopped at the top of the route. He just stood there.
He stopped.
Bro, he ran that route so hard. I for sure thought he was like rewatching it. I'm like, was he the read? Because how he ran it, bro, it was just like so vicious and violent.
Right.
Like boom, 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 boom. And then he came out, he faded, and Jalen probably could have made the throw, but I know the read was AJ. It was a quick read to AJ. But like just watching him run the routes now to week one when I watched him run routes, even when we watched the Tampa game, me and you was really hard on him like running comebacks. He ran a comeback route and didn't come back. He just turned around. He got to the top of the route and just turned around like, oh. And now I'm watching him run the comeback and he looked a little bit more like Smitty. Like Smitty done had a conversation with him. He coming back to the route and he come back low. So if the ball is low, it hits him in the stomach area or he can get down and get it. He coming back to it. It just seems like maybe him and Jalen are working. Maybe like Coach said, maybe the chemistry is coming, but he want to see some of that. Jalen is big on high work ethic. He like almost like Kobe in the mind. If you ain't working like me, then I can't trust you out here on the field. And until I see it, until I can honestly say I trust what you do on the field, I could put my name and these balls on the line because Jalen Hurts don't like turnovers. So when I could put it in a situation where I feel like you gonna come down with it, like I feel AJ and Smitty and Grant and Dallas, and then now Saquon, even he just got to work, man. I like to see the effort though. I really do.
We're in the same situation that we were in 2022, and I'm saying that from the standpoint of in 2022 when Jalen was doing his thing, whenever he would throw the ball more than 25 times, we had issues. But this is the beauty of Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore has a awesome track record of calling a balanced offense. And I'm talking about when the year is over and you go back and you look at all of the stats and you look at how many run plays he called and how many pass plays he called. Go back and look at what he did in Dallas. Go back and look at what he did with the Chargers. And he like to have that type of balance. And now that we got a running game to match it, everything should be able to work. You just got to, for us in this particular situation, in this particular year, as we have found out, you have to run first. And everything pops off of that. And I think they are figuring that out. Not that they wasn't trying to do that. Coaches are hard-headed. Because you got to remember, if you were head coach or if you were offensive coordinator, The reason why you got that job is because of what you're doing. And the minute something gets messed up, everybody wants you to change it. But no, wait a minute. This is what got me here in the first place. So sometimes it can be a very difficult thing for coaches to change up their scheme, change up the stuff that's been working since day one back in the day. So for us to have Vic Fangio and Kellen Moore and Nick Sirianni to an extent that can adjust and let things happen the way they're supposed to, that says a lot about the coaches that we have, because look around the league, that normally doesn't happen like that. So we got some good ones.
I feel like us having a young defense, you know, besides probably like Slade, Bradbury, not Bradbury, Bradbury, you know, he's not playing right now. BG, Sweat, you know, even though he's a little young, but he's, you know, kind of young. He's a kind of vet though. Just us having those type of guys, whatever, helps the younger guys. And then also with Vic, I think that they're more like sponges. So I feel like that, you know, that helps the defense, because the defense has been playing lights out to me. Since after the bye, we've been I think we're like 12th or something, ranked 12th in defense since the bye. So I feel like that, you know, with Isaiah Rodgers coming in, you got Cooper DeJean filling in for Avonte Maddox. You got Q, you know, just being a dog.
Don't be nice and say fill it in. Don't be nice. He took
what?
that man's spot.
No.
That man is cooked.
I'm trying to be. Listen. I'm trying to be
you trying to be
as possible.
He got his job. Listen, the rookie came and the rookie took his job.
No, I think it was always meant for him to be the starter.
Who you talking about now?
Coop.
Coop taking Avonte job.
Yeah, I think it was always meant for him to be the starter. I think that the injury just was a setback. When he caught up, I think that's when, because liked him. Vic Fangio liked him.
He did like him, but I will say this: do not forget that this is a results-based business, and if Avonte would have been on that field handling his business, he would still be the starter. But he wasn't. He wasn't. He was a liability at times. So
most of the time.
And guess what? Cooper DeJean was balling.
Couple plays.
Bro, every time I see them dreads on the field, bro, I be sick.
You don't know what's gonna happen, man.
It's different, but it's different. It's different. It's different when you see the dreads. When I see them,
Slade's in the same boat.
But when I see the dreads, I'm like, I hope he don't get hurt. I see him make a great tackle, and then he got a turf toe injury.
Hey man.
I'm just saying.
Let me just interject. No.
I just don't want him to get hurt.
No, this is a thing with me. I've been saying this for years. People, I wish they would call it something else, because when you say turf toe, people don't take it seriously. But people have no earthly idea how bad it hurts. Turf toe is no joke.
I just called it that. But at the same time,
I understand what you're saying. I just want to.
I just don't want him to get hurt.
That's my reaction. That's my reaction.
He's the backup. Cooper DeJean is in, and you know what? Yeah. The way Isaiah Rodgers played, I don't want to see Slay back either. If he comes back, I'm okay with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm okay with that. But I like Isaiah Rodgers. I like his youth. He's just as fast as Slay. And he can play. Let him play.
I'm an ex-DB, and the confidence Isaiah Rodgers exude, you don't see that in Slay a lot. Slay do a lot of smiling and laughing, but I seen Isaiah Rodgers literally get burnt and have no hesitancy and say, I can get back to this play, and made a play on the ball for an interception. He didn't drop his. You see Slay, he be like, man, he got me. No, Isaiah Rodgers was out there. He was like, oh, he got by me. Let me go get that. I don't see that athleticism in Slay no more, man. He just ain't. He ain't got that recovery speed he used to have.
Let me be honest with you. Slay was still fast last year, because I remember. Yeah. Was that last year when we did the joint practice with Miami, and it was him and
No,
Year before.
Tyreek Hill. That was year
Year
before.
before.
Because
Yeah.
like Slay is fast, man, but he's just like we were talking about Avonte Maddox. Every other week he's limping. And when you a DB and you in every other play you're limping, you got to be able to open your hips. You got to be able to accelerate. You got to be able to put on the brakes. You a DB, and if anything below the waist is aching you, that's a
Right.
problem. So to
It
me,
seems like that slant becoming a deadly thing to Slay too, bro.
man, to
Going
me,
up top is cool. He can cover that up top play. But when they go on that slant, Slay be stuck.
Yeah. I want to see Rodgers in there. And let me be honest with you, this is me personally. I want to see more Achille Ringo.
I don't know.
I want to see more Achille Ringo because you know what? I totally forgot how much of an athlete he was. He wrecked shop at the combine. He's got skills.
I know
he's young. That's why it's no big deal. I forget.
Is he in the right position, coach? Should he be safety? Should he be a safety?
I think
he can do either or. I think they're gonna try to use him just like they're using Cooper. Because Cooper could be either or. The point is, Keely Ringo is fast enough to be either or, and he knows how to
fast. But I just don't like the way he, turn. I hate that about him.
He opened up his gate too slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
he get into phase too slow. It seems like when he get into phase, it's almost too late. Sometimes
he'll get there.
I like the fact
only 22.
I like the fact that he challenges plays. I like the fact that he doesn't back down either. His speed is great. Like I say, he's a great athlete. It's just the way he turns because they try to attack the middle of the field for the Eagles. They already say that our linebackers don't have the best coverage, so they're going to try to attack the middle of the field. I need him to be able to turn a little quicker. I know he get there, but at the same time, I don't think he's ready right now. That's my opinion. Isaiah Rodgers is. I always was rooting for him to start. But I think that he didn't do himself justice. Us getting the number 1 pick and then him going on another podcast and basically saying that he don't want to play the slot. But Q said he's good. He's good with either or. Q said that, right after he got drafted, but you're not being able to do either or. I'm like, it's a chance that you might not even start because Slay is going to start in the beginning of the year. Now, with your opportunities, I feel like that, Isaiah Rodgers right now is more hungry, losing a year of the game off of course, of his own stupidity, but losing a year of the game, man, it makes you more hungry. And that's what we need on that field. I love Isaiah Rodgers and CJ Gardner-Johnson on the same side. I do. I feel like that, they complement each other very well. But overall, I think that these young DBs, I feel like that they going to do us justice for the rest of the season. I don't really think besides probably Baltimore, you can say Dallas with CD. I don't see too many wide receivers that Q got to worry about being on anymore. I think he got challenged enough to the point where we already know he's not backing down. Cooper DeJean, he's everywhere. Great play on Jamar Chase for 4th and 1. Great closeout. I feel like that, we got 2 studs, man, 2 first round, supposed to be first round DBs. So I think, Vic like that. But
I was gonna say
I agree with you though, Jigga. I just wanted to tell Jigga, I do agree with you though. Now I'm kind of glad he say, bro, I can't do it inside. Because I'd rather you not do it than go in there and do it at a terrible rate and be in there getting cooked. And now we're looking at another problem like we was looking at with Maddox. I mean, stay outside if that's what you need to play at. If that's your best, because I look at it like DNs almost like it's DNs that want to switch sides. You got guys like, I ain't coming off this right tackle. I'm not going over there playing with that left tackle. I'm gonna stay over here.
Right. Well, there's merit to that too. There's reasons for that. Just like why do some people not dribble with their left? They're not good at it. So there is something to be said when you come in from your dominant side. Some people can be ambidextrous like that, others cannot. That's not. I don't think that's a disservice to them. I think that's
I'm not saying it's a problem, but if that's what I do best, let me do what I do best. Don't throw me inside as a corner in the nickel, and I can't play nickel, and then you have me looking like I'm trash when it's just not my position. Well, we did a lot of out of position last year, and I didn't like how it looked. Just me personally.
But I think that at least it appears to be that Vic Fangio has come to the place where he's letting everybody know is like, yeah, I'm gonna play you, but you gotta show me what you got in practice and show me that you got what it takes. He's put it out there like that since day one, and that's very refreshing to see when you playing football in the era of salary caps and contracts. You saw what the situation was in Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, they had to play him because they paid him all of that money. Then I mean, how many people had on their bingo card that Jameis Winston was going to beat Lamar Jackson? Not nobody.
Right.
So you picked that one up. I hope you got paid.
Listen. Oh, what? Good payout. Good payout from the sports bet. But look, the only reason I did it is because I felt like the team was already lost by Watson, and I felt like they were just going to rally behind Jameis.
Right.
But I took him with the points. I ain't gonna say I took a money line. I ain't taking money line.
Win is a win. A win is a win. Somebody out there got paid off of that. But everybody is ready when they're ready. And the good coaches know when that is. Everybody can't do that. There's been a lot of talk. Like I just put a video on. I'm not even sure if I even uploaded it yet. About I was watching my boy Baldy's Twitter feed, and somebody was asking him about the changes that they're making. Why couldn't they have done that weeks ago? And Baldy's response was, he had heard
some of the players got
right,
and they were tired of the offense.
Yeah, and the point of the video is how the only way you can do that is if you got a good relationship both ways with your coach. That's the only way that can happen. The only other option from that is you lose the locker room. And Nick Sirianni didn't do that. There's a reason why Fletch said what he said at the end of last year when he was about to retire. He didn't have to do that. He was on the way out. He Hall of Fame. He ain't got to stick up for Nick Sirianni. He had no reason to do that. So that showed me, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what the optics were of how bad it looked, them people in that locker room love Nick Sirianni. And it's showing it again this year. All of that BS about him and Jalen wasn't on the same page. I didn't believe that for a second. Still though. Every relationship with a coach is not going to be all, happy-go-lucky all the time. Nobody has a relationship like that, especially when you talk about players and coaches, because we watch film. Right. And we watch film with a critical eye, and some of the most vile stuff you can hear about your game happens in film session because there's no hold barred in there. And everybody will keep it 100 with you and tell you screwed up, your steps was wrong, your timing was off, all of that type of stuff, all of them little things. That's what they figure it out in film session. So when people talk about there was disconnect, I was like, that's somebody that's on the outside looking in and can only get bits and pieces, and clearly you don't follow the team, because for them to go from all of that, now you telling me players have a say, like all that is just you getting in a film session and you got enough confidence in your players where they'll say, coach, this ain't working, this is why it's not working, so can we take that out of the playbook?
Hey, did you hear what Saquon told Sirianni the first day he met him?
No, what did he say?
He was like, I told him I really don't like you. Like since I've been a Giant, I really don't like you. He said now, after being with him for weeks, he said he'd be calling him like out of the blue, just like, hey, Saquon, you good? How's your family? You know what I mean? And Saquon said, now I call him. Now I call and ask questions. Now I know he got an open door policy. I'm not afraid to call. And it's stuff like that make players respect you, man. Like it ain't all got to be like, the stickler way. Sometimes just being an open book. It's like, look, yeah, I'm gonna get on you when you mess up, but I'm also gonna be here when you mess up too. Like yeah, I'm gonna get on you, but then I'm gonna be right behind it to help you correct it. But I want you to know we gotta fix it.
here's the thing that people overlook when it comes to Sirianni. And you look at all of that stuff last year, and I was one of the ones that said, like, listen, the man has been to the playoffs every year he's been the coach. However, after that performance at Tampa Bay last year, if he gets fired, would I be surprised? No. Do I think he should be fired? No, I think he should keep his job for another year. But if he is, I understand. And I'm saying that because don't get it misunderstood. That man understands and knows 100% every week he is coaching for his job. He understands that. And to be able to still cultivate that relationship with people in this era, because I look at the stuff that's going on down in Dallas, up in Cleveland, in Kansas City. You look at these other teams, and you look at the Jets. Aaron Rodgers gets Salah fired. What's your boy in Buffalo? He got Ken Dorsey fired. Josh Allen, he got Ken Dorsey fired. Kenny Pickett got Matt Canada fired in Pittsburgh. So when I see all of that, but I see what our locker room looks like and how they talk to each other and how they communicate, that comes from Sirianni, whether you like him or not. I didn't like the buzz cut either. But guess what? He must have some type of acumen to coach because they have responded after the break. That's what everybody wanted. But everybody
somebody said that was supposed to have been like they thought it might have been an analogy for like, if I'm willing to change, you should be willing to change or something like
whatever it was. It's not for us to, that's not our riddle to solve. Mm-hmm. That was something that he did for the people in his locker room, and it worked. Period. That's all people need to know. Everybody wants to be able to, and this is the problem with social media and all that kind of stuff, and I put myself in that category as well. Even though I played the game and been in the locker room. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to be the one to say, see, I told you. Remember, I said that back 6 months ago. Everybody wants to be able to say that. And 90% of the time, we so off base, it's not even funny because most people don't have a clue. I don't care if it's people with sources, Adam Schefter, Ian Rappaport, all these people that's got all these sources. They don't have a clue of what's going on in that locker room because you got to look at it like this. Look at it in your own family. What if somebody in your family was running out telling your business to somebody else? They were snitching on you. You wouldn't have that.
We had a little bit of it last year, and it was kind of aggravating to me when people would come out and say, player said such and such, or people inside of the organization, and it's like,
but they making my point is they making it up. They making it up because at the end of the day, they don't know. You don't know context. You don't know the point of the conversation, how it started, how it ended. There's too many ifs and question marks in situations like that for people to be given reports, especially if you weren't there. And that's what everybody feeds on. And I'm like, ain't no way that Britton Covey went and told Jalen he didn't like his demeanor. That didn't even sound right when the report came out. I was like, what? I was like, that's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. And it turned out all of that stuff was BS anyway. So I'm of the ilk, if grandmama is cooking your favorite dish, let grandmama cook. Don't bother her. Don't ask her what she's doing, how she's doing it. You just know at the end of the day that cake is going to be right, that meatloaf going to be right. Whatever she's cooking is going to be right. So what do? You leave her alone. The only thing you got to do is tell me when it's time to come eat. It's the same thing with these coaches. Now, the flip side of that is if somebody's bugging and messing it up, it's very evident that way as well. So I still don't know what happened last year. I'm waiting to hear something from one of these coaches that's on another team now. Hopefully in a couple years, somebody will mention something about what was going on in Philadelphia when Matt Patricia was here and Sean Desai. I want to know what happened. Shit, I still want to know what happened with Doug Peterson.
Jason gave you like a brief snippet of kind of what happened though. He kind of said,
but don't forget, man.
He can't give it to you raw. He can't give it to you raw yet.
How many times have somebody asked you about something that it was none of their business, and the only way you can get them to stop asking you is if you had to tell them something. So what you tell them? You tell them what they either wanted to hear, or you told them what you figured would shut them up.
I don't believe Jason would do that. I believe if Jason wasn't going to be truthful, I think he'd just move on.
Yeah, but neither one of those things has nothing to do with the truth. That's my point.
But I think if he wasn't going to tell you what really happened, he would have just moved on. Because he's moved up. Jason. I'm saying Jason, not Jalen. Jason.
Jason Kelce is still a member of that team. Don't get it twisted. Yes, he's in the media, but he ain't going to betray nobody in that locker room. He ain't going to do it. It's still too many people that he played with that he values. He still talk to them dudes probably almost every day. So you're not going to put somebody out there like that, because the minute he does that, Jason knows Philadelphia. Philly will turn on him in a hot second. And he understands that. So he walks that line, and like everybody does. But when you juxtapose that with somebody like Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman's been away from the game and been away from the Cowboys long enough to call it like he sees it. Rip him a new one on the broadcast. Y'all running bad routes and all of that kind of stuff. But every time he go down to Dallas, they love him. He's been away from it long enough to do that. Jason hasn't. Jason is still a member of that team. Don't get it twisted.
I got a question. Jalen Hurts, elite quarterback or average game manager? What y'all think?
Say that again.
Is Jalen Hurts an elite quarterback or average / game manager?
Right now, in my opinion, he is an average to an above average quarterback. And the only reason I say that is he was above average 2022. He started out above average last year, and then he's regressed, but he's building it back up. So he's average to above average. He's in the top half of it. I'll say that. But I need a little bit more consistency, and everybody's going to put him down lower on the totem pole because he's not going to throw for 400 yards. And I'm okay with that because that's not how he wins. The long ball is overrated anyway. Because look at all of these. Always look at Anthony Richardson. Got an arm like a missile launcher, guidance system not included. And you see what's going on with him. So it takes more than just an incredible arm. It's a lot of things you got to put together. And Jalen might not have the best arm, but you know what? He can still get the ball to Smitty and AJ going over the top. So I'm good with that. So all I need, and I would have a different answer for you if he didn't have the turnovers at the beginning of the year. That's all. So everybody goes through their ups and downs. But in the big scheme of things, I think I would put Jalen in like somewhere between 10 to 15 as far as quarterback. And that's fair. But I trust that he can go up against somebody that can throw the ball a country mile and still find a way to beat him. That's the difference. So I can live with that.
What you think, Smitty?
Dang, I feel like Jalen got slighted a little bit there, but I'm gonna go elite, man. I'm gonna go elite. I say he elite because guess what? It ain't nobody in the. He said 10 to 15. Now name the quarterback between 1 to 10 that could beat him, that could go toe to toe with him, take him to the woodshed, and he don't pull out a way to win. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, he might not have 400. He might not have 410 touchdowns in a game or whatever, but he gonna have 300 almost all-purpose yards and 4 touchdowns total, 5 touchdowns total. He gonna go get it how he need to. So, like, when you ask me if he elite, I think he elite. I think he do a lot of things elite. I think he doesn't have an elite arm. You want to ask me that? Then no, I can't say Jalen Hurts has an elite arm. He has an elite deep ball. He has elite legs. He's coming into a form where he has elite abilities to do things on the field, to dissect defenses. But I mean, everybody has their own opinion, though. I think I got Jalen somewhere between 5 to 8. And that's
Listen,
me.
Everything you said is fair because that's your perspective and that's your opinion. I come at it like I'm not trying to convince you one way or the other. If you ask me who the best quarterback in the league is, my answer is yes. Whatever you think, whatever you feel. roll with it, because at the end of the day, it's going to play out one way or the other. You're either going to be proven right, proven wrong. We both right, whatever the situation is. So stuff like that, I don't worry about lists and top rankings and power rankings, and that's all nonsense. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, how many people thought that Joey Burrow was going to light us up in Cincinnati? And that's my hometown. I love the Bengals because that's where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't no way the Bengals was beating the Eagles. However, based on what I have been seeing, I can understand why people from Cincinnati would think that, and that's okay. But guess what? They played the game, and we saw what happened. Now, what's the excuse now? So I never get into rankings. All of that stuff doesn't matter to me. If you want to rank your quarterback above mine, my only thing is, well, what happened when we played each other? Because that's the only thing that matters. So go ahead with your power ranking, and I'll see y'all in the playoffs. That's all you can do. But I got to get up out of here, man.
No problem, man.
All right, Coach.
Joining us.
Listen, man, we will definitely do this again, man. It won't be so long until the next time. No. That's a promise.
No problem, fellas. No problem, man. All right, man.
All right, fellas. I'll let y'all later. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds. Yeah, I think Jalen elite, man. I know people go argue with me about it, but I do.
No, because I was reading the comments, man, and I'm boiling a lot to the point. How dare y'all? How dare y'all sit up there and say that Jalen Hurts is not elite, man? How dare y'all do that? You know, come on, let's go to 2022. You know, we already know the MVP year. Everybody's like MVP year, right?
Ash, what's good?
From 2023, when we were 10-1, yes, it did not look as pretty as it did in 2022, but this boy was grinding out comeback wins, bro. Comeback wins, bro. We always say it, you know, the excuse that we give Jalen Hurts, and it's a fact. It's a fact, and he says it. He said it himself. He had multiple or different play callers, you know, throughout his whole career, basically. It was only one time in his career that, or probably twice, that he had the same play caller. And from 2021, 2022, he had Shane Steichen for a year and a half. Because after the bye, that's when we start running the ball. It's crazy how we sit up there and put the podium so high or the seat so high on Jalen Hurts when it's other quarterbacks out here not even playing to win. They're playing for stats, and they playing, you know, first of all, think about it like this. Nobody's sitting up there saying Patrick Mahomes having a bad year. I've seen lists that Patrick Mahomes is MVP. Patrick Mahomes is basically letting his team down right now because he's not being Patrick Mahomes right now. But the defense is stepping up. The running game is stepping up. That's basically what's happening. Meanwhile, we put so much on Jalen Hurts because of the money that he got. Oh, he's not able to read the field. Oh, he's not able to do this. And he's learning a whole new system. What y'all seen last game, he was basically comfortable in the system. Yes, I think he made some tougher throws that he should have just went with the other guy. But that's just my per se. You know, just to make sure that, you know, we get the first down and everything. But the ball was distributed great, period. You know, it was plays where I thought that Saquon could have got the ball in the passing game. But it is what it is. It worked. But you're sitting up there saying that, oh, he's not elite. What makes Jalen Hurts not elite? You keep saying
Jigga said he need years of whatever.
He need years. Bro, this boy been doing nothing but winning, man. You know, since 2021. When we
40 and 19.
Like, he's been winning, bro. We went to a Super Bowl. Even though we lost, we went to a Super Bowl with him. It's a lot of quarterbacks in the league that can't say that. It's a lot of quarterbacks that mimic Jalen Hurts that you see today. JD5, Anthony Richardson. It's a lot of guys. Jalen Hurts has been practicing with these guys. I don't see them asking like a Lamar Jackson to practice. I don't see them asking Dakota Rain to practice. That's what I'm saying. I can't sit up there and think like of a guy that can have vets in 2022 around him
What
playing
does
for him.
talent have? Now that's what killed me. You cool. You don't want to call him elite. Cool. Don't bring up talent, bro. You can't tell me. You say all these guys the greatest of all time, and then we go to talk about their talent. You ain't go knock they. When is there a knock on your game for your GM doing his job?
Exactly, facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Never seen. I never seen that before, bro. Like I don't hear nobody knock Steve Young and Joe Montana for having great players on their team. I don't hear nobody talk about the Denver Broncos winning their championships and not being a good team. Like what? I didn't hear nothing about the Cowboys went on the greatest run of all time, right? Nobody talked about them teams being star-studded. Nobody cares about that. They say those teams were great teams with elite players, and they move on. Why does it matter that Jalen Hurts has good play? Like if we didn't have good players, y'all would complain. But then he got good players. He plays good. Is an issue. I don't understand how he get knocked.
What I don't understand with Eagles fan base, man, and we all family here. Y'all here every week, and we appreciate y'all. But what I don't understand about Eagles fans is that when it comes to Jalen Hurts, we kind of like the Cowboys fan base because they say the same thing. Oh, you got AJ Brown. Oh, you got this. Oh, now you got Saquon. And then when we got Jahan Dotson, I seen the Cowboys content creator make a whole video about us getting Jahan Dotson.
Oh, the super team.
Yeah, like it's crazy. Like it's his fault that he got a Stoutland University of Atlanta. It's his fault that he got a running back, two A1 wide receivers, a tight end that we think is top 10. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason why that should be his downfall. But again, all that talent that y'all said that he has, they rally around him to make things happen. He make things happen.
That's the truth. They want him to pass 20 times, but have 19 touchdowns in the game. Like that's the type of unrealism they want. They want him to pass where he plays good football. They also want it to be touchdowns.
They basically put him they put him at a higher ranking, whereas though you got to do this. Oh, he had this, but did he do this? I heard on the radio today. Oh, he had 4 touchdowns, but they weren't passing touchdowns. Does that matter? Would you say the same thing to Lamar Jackson? If he had 1 passing touchdown and 3 rushing touchdowns, no, y'all say it's an MVP performance. There's a lot of guys that say I'm not sold on Jalen Hurts yet. It's a lot of guys. If you look at the tape that I've been watching all day, he's been making the right reads. He basically helped out Fred Johnson at times, and Fred Johnson did a great job on Hendrickson, but he helped him out a couple times. I've seen this man stepped up in a clean pocket. I've seen him throw in the middle of the field. I've seen him do certain things that a lot of people said he couldn't. That's why I was happy today, and I almost damn nearly screamed in my car when he sat up there and said on a podium, I could do anything that anybody asked me to. There's no limitations to my game. It's basically, what are you asking me to do? What are you asking me to do? And that's basically go on hand of player execution and coaches execution. Period. What we saw last game, we could say that's a Kellen Moore scheme because I feel like Jalen Hurts would have got more comfortable throwing on the outside instead of the middle of the field. I need consistency. You sound like a bitter woman that boyfriend ain't shit. That's basically what it sounds like. That's basically what it sounds. It's football, bro. All these guys is pros. All these guys is pros, bro. At the end of the day, they not going. First of all, the Bengals went into the game with the whole concept of stopping Saquon Barkley, making sure he don't go off and making sure that Jalen Hurts beat him, and he was up for the task. Jalen Hurts was accountable for 28 points.
Maybe our definition of elite isn't Jigga definition of elite.
What is Jigga? definition of elite. Please do not say Joe Burrow. Please do not say Josh Allen. Because what Josh Allen could do, I've seen my quarterback do before. He just had to get familiar with the scheme. Mind you, this is a quarterback that's in a Kellen Moore scheme that did not have that much time in preseason. Training camp, okay, but of course, they're not trying to hurt Jalen Hurts. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't sit up there and say that Jalen Hurts is not elite. Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback in this league. I got him top 3. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I feel like Jalen Hurts is the top 5 quarterback in this league. I really do. Because he wins games, man. There's no reason why. There's no reason why after that awful end of the season, the players alike in the top 100 had him as the best quarterback in the NFC. So you need him to play like 22, or you need him to play better than 22? Because the obvious goal was to win the Super Bowl. We got to the Super Bowl. He outplayed the quarterback that everybody got as their number 1 and still didn't succeed the goal. So you need him to play better than 2022. That's what you need. But it's kind of difficult to do that when the tests keep changing, because the what you're studying for keeps changing, because you can't keep offensive coordinators in hand, and then also the ego of Nick Sirianni sit up there and basically combat what was possible, what needs to be called. I'm not saying it was his fault that we lost, Jigga. I'm just saying.
Listen, like when I think about elite, right? I think about a player that can adapt to any situation and beat you in a multitude of ways, right?
Facts.
I think about a player, no matter what, you're gonna have faith that he can win. Like down 10, down 12, like we like, hey man, look, if anybody can do it, what we say, Jalen can do it.
Facts.
You don't talk about a regular average player like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't talk about a guy that just above average in that manner. Like I've heard multiple people say, listen, if anybody can do it, Hurts could do it. And it's like we've been in situations where we've been down, we've been up, we gave up leads, we had to come back from leads we gave up, and he's even keel around the board, and he can lift the troops. Like you talk about elite guys, like obviously, you know, you talk about Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? You talk about maybe even a Lamar Jackson. You talk about guys that do things in a moment of instant boom. Like when you put Jalen in a situation, like I believe if you throw him in the right now, if you threw Jalen Hurts in the jungle, bro, he come out with a tiger coat. Like it's just like he can come out of anything on top. And when I think about elite guy, I think about winning. Like that's the ultimate. Like you can be elite, and if you don't win, it don't matter, right? I think about winning. Like at the top of the tops, the main thing is winning. And he went at a high clip, at a high rate, and he do it in a multitude of ways. We done seen him use his arm to beat people, use his legs to beat people. We done seen him use both. I seen him have 150 on the ground and 150 running, like in a game. Like I've seen him do things that I haven't seen anybody. Like he just broke the record for the first quarterback with multiple games with 2+ touchdowns running with 100+ passer rating. Like that's elite shit. You're still able to pass at a high clip and run the ball at the same time. Like, but Jigga, you said that. I didn't agree with that. Listen, y'all can go back and watch all the Inside the Nets. Me and DV didn't agree with that. Well, DV kinda was upset a couple times at Jalen. He was upset a couple of times. He wanted to,
because it's a difference.
But I know why though. Hold on, let me finish.
Yeah.
I know why he wanted to, because he understands Jalen is elite. And when you play below the standard and you look like you look for those first 2 games, it is frustrating. It is heartfelt, because like, Jalen, come on, bro. I know this ain't you. Why is you turning the ball over? Why is you making that play? Why did you throw it right there? Why are you pressing You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, then it's like you see the game. You see the Saints game. You like, then you can't score. Like, okay, you done did all the other. Now you can't score. And then it's like the Browns game come. You like, or you feel a little better. Then the Giants game come. Okay, you feel a little bit more better. And then the Bengals game, it's like, all right. And it's like, I don't know what Jigga talk about, because after one game, I'm talking about 50+ games.
Right. I'm not talking about after the Bengals game. We talking about what we saw with our eyes.
I thought Jalen Hurts was elite even through the 1-6 last year.
Right, he is elite. It's just a simple fact that, because he's a must see. He's a must watch. Like, come on, man. They got him advertising Olympic sports and everything like that. Like, it's no reason why, not to think that your quarterback is elite. People go through, quarterbacks go through certain things, but to sit up there and say
even an elite player can be sabotaged.
Like, I really want to know, what is Jigga's standard of elite? Like, who is elite?
He said check back in a few games. I'm not convinced yet.
Do you think Jigga? I'm gonna ask you a question and I'm gonna leave it alone. Do you think that 22 is his peak?
I don't.
I'm just asking because you keep saying 22, 22, 22. I don't think that's his peak. Yeah, that's what's messing the game up now too.
I low-key wish Jalen would give you the typical quarterback stat line. I really do. I really wish Jalen would come out and go, 34 for 40, 400, 6 touchdowns, and everybody can be like, oh, okay, I see he a quarterback. Because as long as Jalen come out with 230, 4 or 5 touchdowns, and they in one passing, 3 rushing, whatever, it's never gonna be enough. You know what I'm saying? He's never gonna reach the standard. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's like,
Chicka, just say that then. Just say 23 messed you up. Say you got PTSD, bro.
But this is the problem, though. 23 ain't on one person. 23 ain't on Jalen by himself. Yeah, he had a part in it, honestly, but that was a complete debacle. The best players would have failed in that situation, in my opinion. Like even the best of the best. You throw Pat Mahomes in that same position with the same stuff going on, we still in the same spot. It ain't about bro. Listen, it's a team sport, so two out of the 11 can't be bought in and go out there and win games. It can't be me and Lane Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Jalen and Lane Johnson can't go out there and win games. If Smitty, AJ, and Dallas all done gave up, his biggest guys then pretty much tapped out. Like, it was a hard stretch for me, 1-6. Jigga, you said it messed you up. I had to get on here. I had to literally button my collar shirt up and tie my tie and sit up here and talk to y'all, bro.
Mm-hmm.
In like the worst of moments, like bro, I was literally. It was a couple times, DV. I'm gonna keep it real since bro want to keep it real today. It was a couple times where like, yep, Cool Cat sent me the aftermath link, and I was selling him out on the phone, and I wasn't talking to him, but I'm looking at it like, man, why you gonna send that link, man? You think I really want to come in and talk about this, man? You think I want to turn my laptop on, this camera on, these lights on, and sit up here and talk about what the Eagles is doing right now? But I had to. You know why? Because the only way to get through it is to push through it. You feel me? Like, I can't. I let go 23 training camp week 1 because it's nothing we could do about 23. None of the coaching staff is here except for Nick Sirianni and Jeff Stoutland. You know what I mean? Like, it's a complete reboot. You know what I mean? It's DV. It's almost like going to a job and going to somewhere and eating, right? And you didn't like it the first time, and then they fire the management staff, they fire the kitchen staff, they rehire everybody, and you go in there and say the food gonna be nasty without tasting the new owner stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm.
It's like you got to give it an opportunity. So we came into week 1, and it was new slate, new game. Hey, look, 23 got to go out the window. Yes, we played well for a while, but it wasn't well enough to stay together. It wasn't well enough to gel. It wasn't well enough to seal up like concrete. You feel me? The mixture of water to concrete wasn't enough. It still had powdery spots in it. So when you put the blocks together, they fell apart. So I'm gonna be on this. Listen, 23, we deleting it almost like the Chip Kelly era. Everybody should be with me on that, but let's just delete it. Yeah. I mean, there ain't nothing we can do about 23, man. 23 was a complete debacle, man.
Yeah, and we know it was a complete debacle when you had a guy that came in over for free agency lead and player only meetings. That tells you something right there.
Bro, when you had all-time Eagles willing to retire over come back to pursue another shot, you knew it was something wrong.
Yeah, facts.
Kelsey been fighting retirement for how long? 3-4 years?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fletch maybe 2 years? And they were you didn't even hear about like contemplating coming back or nothing. It was just like, no, I'm done.
Right.
Last year was so tiring, I'm done.
So last year it was more so like, I think one of the downfalls of the offense, honestly, and it was one of the positives, but it also was a downfall, was DeAndre Swift.
Yeah. And you know what's sad? Watching him play now, I'm like, where was that last year?
He had that, but I'm talking about all the other things that Saquon brings.
Nah, bro. He's not playing. I've been watching I've been watching that dude all 22 just to see, like, bro, you really sold me short. He doing the things that was missing in the game last year. Like not saying he's good at pass blocking, right, DV? But the willingness to pass block for Chicago compared to how you blocked in Philly. You felt entitled. To me, when I watched this game here, it's like he felt entitled to be home.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He took advantage of being home. And now he in Chicago, I felt like he's now hungry. And I felt like if he had that hunger here last year, it's a different offense. It might even be a different performance from the 1-6. Because it's a couple of games where we kind of did need a running game to be suffice. Like, hey, look, Swift, we need to lean on you in that 1-6 stretch. And it was like, we couldn't. And I think if, like you just said, like with Saquon, it's probably never going to be that moment where you're like, we couldn't. Because he healthier than he's ever been in his career, and he's a difference. And it's hard to even say, like, you look at it and don't expect it. But, like, when I look at Saquon, I'm like, bro, if he stays this healthy the remainder of the season, nobody has seen this Saquon in the playoffs.
No.
They seen a beat up, banged up, you know what I'm saying, overly slave Saquon in the playoffs with no juice left in his legs. What do you do when you get a Saquon that's fully healthy in the playoffs?
I hate to say it though. In order to get that, honestly, we're gonna need a little bit more from Gainwell. We're gonna need a little bit more for Gainwell on those snaps that Saquon is out.
Man, I'm not putting no hope in. I'm not putting no hope. Give me some more.
I'm not hoping. No, listen. Hear me out. I'm not hoping it.
I know. I said I'm not gonna hope. I'm not going. I ain't saying you got none or you do. I'm not gonna hope. Listen, I'm putting my faith in Jalen at this point. I don't even want my quarterback running 1,000 times, but I'm putting my faith in that because Gainwell, like, yeah, he been cool, but he also has been getting a lot of the cleanup minutes. What has he been in moments where you really need the running game to continue? Has he been consistent in those moments? No.
He hasn't been consistent. No.
Now in cleanup minutes, I'm not even mad at him. Like the cleanup, when Saquon like, hey, look, bow my head, he come in, he all right. I could deal with that at that moment, but I need somebody. Like that's why I kind of like want to see what Will Shipley got at least a couple times. Like I need somebody that's gonna come in and make a difference, bro. When Saquon go to the, I don't need my running back not to be a threat.
I was pissed when they took away that touchdown, man. I was like, yo, that would have been the one. Like, all right, got his feet wet. They're just like, all right, let's go.
Damn, Lotto, you kind of right, Lotto. You're right.
What do you say?
If Jalen Hurts went 34 for 40 for 5 touchdowns, they'd be like, "Oh, he got Saquon. He got."
But we know that. Like Jalen Hurts, I don't even give a damn if we go 15-2. We don't lose another game. They're gonna say because of the talent. It's always going to be something else.
I would love to see some more Shipley though, Lotto. I would. At least a couple. I don't know. I mean, I understand it's hard to get a third running back in the game with Saquon cooking like he is, but if you preaching health, you preaching all this, you know what I'm saying? Preaching being multidimensional, preaching being unpredictable. Unpredictable would be throwing Will Shipley in and letting him go for a quick little bubble screen or a run or something. You know what I mean? But I'm watching the offense open up a little bit. I'm hoping to see some more growth, but it's starting to open up a little bit. It's starting to get there where we kind of like, okay.
We try to get off of that. Come on, Jay, man. Right. No. The reason why you ain't hear the elite talk and everything, like Smitty said, I have him to a standard where as though that he showed me what he could do. Now I expect for him to be better than that, but it's difficult to do that once again when you keep getting updates and you don't even know what the updates are. You got to learn it on the fly. And then on the strip for that, they don't even give you time to study because you don't even play preseason. You don't play another team. You do a joint practice and you do training camp. Joint practice, you're really not doing that much. They feel like they do in-game practice when they do joint practices. It's not in-game because nobody's trying to knock Jalen Hurts' head off. Living by their last game. Okay. Well, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. I'm a Philadelphia sports fan. And
Hold on. I got a question. Jigga, the way I talk about Jalen Hurts, do I live off the last game? Y'all have heard me get up here and go, listen, and if you come in spaces, you'll hear me go toe-to-toe with everybody about Jay for the last 2 years. No, I'm not going off no last game.
Jalen Hurts, like I said, he's elite from the career that he's put together so far.
And DV, do you watch Quarterback School?
Of course. Yep.
What did he call Jalen?
Elite.
He said if Jalen Hurts was a regular quarterback, I wouldn't expect him to make these throws.
Exactly.
That 3rd and 16, that's not an easy throw, bro.
No.
Listen, and I was wrong. I said 3 people. It was 4.
I seen 3.
Go back and look at it.
No, I seen 3.
It's 4.
But he made that throw. But again, that's another play. I'm like, yo, Smitty is wide open in the middle of the field, but he just choose to throw to AJ in that moment. But he had Smitty wide open.
I think it's he had 2 people open on that play, actually, to be honest. He could have hit Calcaterra going up the seam too if he wanted to. But it's like, oh man, it's like he you get some good, you get some bad, and what we're fans of, DV, that bad stand out way more than the good.
Mm-hmm.
like them 4 interceptions, them 3 fumbles, like them hurt. Like if you heard coach say at the beginning, like, look, if Jalen didn't have the turnovers, we'd have a different conversation. It's like, yes, but no. Because even if he didn't have the turnovers, like just what we fans of, kind of like it's still gonna be a conversation of whether this or whether that. You know what I mean?
So shall we break down the play that Devontae Smith for the touchdown? I watched that play over and over.
How he throwed him open?
Yeah.
How Devontae Smith was nowhere close to where he threw the ball to, and he made sure Devontae was gonna get to it. Yeah, that was
right.
Listen, and the thing about it is the play was like so perfectly drawn up, and it wasn't supposed to be like the safety wasn't supposed to recover. It's supposed to be a wide open touchdown.
Right.
For Jalen to be like, oh, he recovered? Let me put it back pylon for Smitty to body him out and go get it. Right. That's like, at first when I looked at the throw, I was just like, oh, he just put it up there. After watching it like a few times, like really realizing where he released it at and where Smitty was at close to the trajectory, he knew, listen, I need to give Smitty a box out. The only way Smitty getting it if he can get the defender on his back. And he like, because Smitty kind of here. The defender kind of here. And he knows Smitty gonna have to cut it up and put the defender behind him. He kind of just, and Smitty was like, "Oh, that's where it's going. Okay, I know exactly what to do." That is a throw that I just. That's a throw.
Hey, Jiggers, put the yak down, bro. Put the yak down, bro. Put the yak down, bro.
Hey, Jigger. Hey, I know you just sparked it up. I know you just put fire to it. Pass that real quick.
This boy crazy.
Pass that one time, bro.
He's trying to get a riled up crowd here, man. That's crazy.
Hey, Lotto. I ain't gonna say nothing, man. Hey, you see what he said? You see what he said? I said.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
I was in this space. I was like, man, what happens? What happens with all the negativity y'all talking? Jalen Hurts in 5 or 6 weeks is still at 4 interceptions.
Because it's going to flip back. You see it now. A lot of people like he elite. I like critiquing my guys because I got them to a high standard. Like when we sit up there and get a guy like Bryce Huff, we like, all right, 10 sack season, the last season. Okay. It's supposed to be a rotation of edge rushers. I expect for him to have 10 sacks. Right now, it don't look like that. He's getting better, but it doesn't look like that. Nolan Smith is also getting better. But what I'm saying is when I have Jalen Hurts at the top of my list in quarterbacks, just not off of just stats, just off of gameplay and how he controls the game. He controlled the hell out of that game. But that's not the only game. You got the Bills game. You got Kansas City game. I think he controlled that a little bit. Even though he had to come back with Kelsey.
I get what Jigga at though. I know what Jigga at. Like it's those games where you like, come on, Jalen, you supposed to go and he go out there and kind of like stinker.
It makes for a healthy debate, and I feel like that me and Jigga is really saying the same thing, but we're looking at it 2 different ways. If that makes sense. I feel like that he's at a higher standard and all that. You're sitting up there saying that he's not elite because he's not at that high standard. It's the same thing. You Killmonger, I'm Black Panther. That's basically it's the same thing. It's just 2 different lights. That's basically what it is.
But I hope we don't walk into this game sleep this week.
No, I don't feel like we do. I don't think the crowd will allow that, especially wearing Kelly Green. I feel like that.
Yeah, but it's that. It's like one game a year where the team is like completely dog dookie, and we supposed to put like foot to their neck, and they give us like 21-20 game, and it's like,
Well, what if we win by 21? Are we still like? Is that bad?
If we win 21-20,
mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna be mad about a win, but I am gonna be concerned that a team with no talent stayed in the game with us.
Well, first of all, they got a lot to play for.
But they might be down. They might be down number 1, 2, and 3 receiver coming in with 4, 5, and 6 as they starters.
I understand that, but their pass rush is still there. You're going to have these players that's basically going to be playing for Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson, y'all talk about Nick Sirianni on the hot seat. That bull right now is on fire, just sitting in the rocking chair. Right now.
Listen. A team of this magnitude, right, with all these pieces missing, and I'm just talking about the substantial pieces. Christian Kirk, Brian Thomas Jr., and they might be down a rookie receiver. The second-year receiver. So all 3 of their receivers, and you telling me Evan Ingram and
Gabe Davis,
Chuba Herbert and Trevor Lawrence gonna beat me?
They don't have Gabe Davis.
Oh, and Gabe.
Yeah.
I ain't even. Oh no, that's who might be hurt. Gabe. That's wide receiver 3. They might be down all 3 of those receivers. They top 3 pass catchers this week.
Lotto. If we win by 17-20, bro, I'm going to shout you out on Twitter when you said, because I already know that you said that. We won by 20. Yo, that's when I'm like, all right, we controlling shit. We really controlling it.
I think this is a game we should be confidently coming out of.
Yeah.
I don't need this game to be close.
So everybody think the Eagles win big, okay?
We should. Okay. We should. That's what they got going on over there, bro. They like.
Is what's your call playing? ETN?
I don't know. They say questionable. If he don't play, then you got Chuba Herbert as the starter. Oh, and they left tackle went down.
Yeah, the left tackle did go down, but I think got Hubbard. Damn, because Jordan Davis is gonna make sure he don't eat. He gonna make sure he don't eat. Well, between him and Milton Williams, because they've been doing good on pass rush. I mean, a run stop.
I hope Brian Thomas Jr. play. I would prefer it, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, they had a left tackle that was traded. Defense game 4 sacks, 2 turnovers.
But listen. If Burrow wasn't an elite quarterback, but we would have killed that man. It was plays where first move, linemen are beat, and this man was just like. Like, you ain't finna sack me, bro. Like, I seen you beat him back. Like, bro, the one when Jalen Carter beat Buddy with the.
Yo, I seen that.
He just. Seen that. Oh, and it was so quick, and he was just like, he threw it. Listen, he threw it right at Jalen Carter, like right behind him. Like, you thought you was gonna hit me? Like, what you thought this was, cuz? Like,
Lotto got a lot of bold predictions, man. I like it.
I thought we would have scored first quarter of this game, to be honest. I really did. You know what I'm saying?
But see, sometimes it's out of our control.
It took 10 minutes. We got the ball in like 4 minutes and like 30 seconds.
Yeah, 10 plus minutes. Yeah.
Like, it's hard to win a game like that.
Facts. But I
no, my bad. It's hard to score in the first quarter like that, because how do you do that?
So do Slay play this game? Yes or no?
Oh no, he didn't sound as confident on this podcast as usual.
I think he does it. I don't think he does. I think that we're gonna see Isaiah Rodgers start.
It look like they're gonna be trying to play Cam Robinson. Yeah, they moved Cam. Oh no, Christian Darrisaw. Yeah.
Jigga already gave his score prediction. That's crazy.
God, geez.
We do that. We better see Kenny Pickett in like the beginning of the fourth quarter.
I mean, we've seen him 2 times in the fourth quarter. 2
We
games
did.
in a row. I would love to see him 3 games in a row.
That'd be crazy, bro.
Yeah, but we had this. Listen, I don't want to have this problem again because we've had the two quarter gods before. Second and third quarter, we were almost like Golden State when they run in 2022. Like we beat teams up in the second, we put them out of their misery in the third, and then we pretty much sit. I would prefer let's beat them in the first, second, and third, so it's even more confident. Cause we beat teams in 2 quarters. We was doing it.
I do think we're gonna start quicker this game. I do see us scoring, not 3 points, but a touchdown. In the first quarter. If we win, it depends though. If we win the coin toss, they're gonna defer. Now it's just all about getting to Trevor Lawrence.
Oh man, go get him.
We just faced Burrow, and I know he ain't have T. Higgins because that's what Bengals fan base been saying to me all this week so far.
I don't care.
Oh, we didn't have T. Higgins. We didn't have this or whatever like that. Your tight end pause was going off. He was, and then he fumbled. We get a 40 burger.
Ooh, I'm looking at it. Gabe Davis today limited. Travis Etienne limited. Brandon Shreve guard did not practice. Mason Smith limited. Brian Thomas Jr. chest limited. Keelan Robinson full participant. Andre Winger limited. Tank Bigsby limited. That's who their backup is. Tank Bigsby, not Chuck Hubbard. Tank.
Okay.
It's Tank. Limited. And then their other offensive linemen did not practice. So look like 2 of their offensive linemen didn't practice. Obviously, Christian Kirk didn't practice. So it looked like today.
Yeah. That's going to be crazy, man. Like, I think that we get this win on Sunday. We 6-2. Because right now, everything's turning. A lot of people are talking about the Eagles are back.
6-2, headed to see Dallas, man. Headed to Dallas.
Yeah. Then we play the Commanders. Now we beat both of those games. We beat 8-2. You can't tell me nothing, bro. Speaking of Dallas, man, is this game the nail in the coffin for them? Not our game, the Falcons game.
Would there be 3-6?
Yeah, they're going to try to get to the playoffs.
This is gonna be a tough road, dog. Listen, I told you, I got them 9-8.
If they go 3-6,
I got the Falcons winning that game.
Them safeties, man. Them safeties that the Falcons got, I think that they probably both get an interception.
Bruh, it ain't even about the defense for me. Bijan and Tyler Algier run the ball, bruh, at a high clip.
Yeah. With
Kirk Cousins behind that, with the dink and dunk game, which has been everything that Atlanta does well, Dallas is their kryptonite right now. The quick game and running the ball.
Yep.
They can't stop it because they can't play the defense they want to, and they don't have a pass rush to even stop anybody. How healthy are they this week? Who's back?
With Dallas? I don't even know. I don't even know if Mike could come back. I don't even know if who else was out.
D Law.
Yeah, Law.
Let me see what they got.
I don't know if they come back. Like, I don't even know. All I know is that this is a game they need to win, and that's an ATL, right?
I think so.
Oh yeah, Bland is out.
Oh yeah, Bland too. Yeah, forgot about him. Now, let me see. It's that game is it's in Atlanta. Oh yeah, we finna get a game back. We probably is finna get a game back. I
No, we
believe
are.
that.
We are, especially if we basically go 3-0 here. You're gonna get a game back, or they
Oh, did
might
they not practice today?
that Commanders game is on a Thursday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's not gonna be that game. It's gonna be a game after that. They do owe us one.
Dallas Cowboys. Um. Okay, so the kicker did not practice. Bland did not practice. Kalen Carson was a full practice. Trayvon Diggs did not practice. Linval Joseph did not practice. Eric Kendricks was limited. Zach Martin did not practice. Michael Parsons did not practice. Jordan Phillips was a full participant. And Nick Vigil did not practice.
Forgot about that game, Lotto. I see that. I see them making that a primetime game.
But I don't see D-Law. Is he on IR?
I don't know.
They put Dexter Lawrence on IR. I mean DeMarcus.
Man, outro, man. He gets on my damn nerves, bro.
What happened?
He said that Jalen Hurts is only good because of AJ Brown.
Oh, you knew that was coming. Come on now.
But then he just said that Jalen Hurts is a winner. Jalen Hurts wins ball games. He could do it with his legs. He could do it like he was just giving him his props. Now he's only good because of AJ. Like it's politics as usual, bro. Oh man, happy belated, man. Oh wow, Eagles girl. Happy belated. I'm not happy belated.
Happy early.
Birthday.
Nah, we
happy
probably
early
gonna catch
birthday.
it. Oh, no, we won't catch it, will we?
No. That's Tuesday. That's Tuesday.
Yeah,
you know why I know it's Tuesday? Because I keep getting these goddamn text messages about you know what, the election.
Oh yeah.
So I know it's Tuesday. But happy birthday, man! Look.
Yeah.
I need to get a drink so we can have a drink for Eagles girl. That's family. That's sis. What up, man? I gotta see you got it with you, like.
Huh?
I said you got ain't no huh? You got it.
I got it on me.
Yeah, man. I ain't got it. Hold on, man. I'll be right back, man. Keep the people.
I'll wait on you.
Keep the people in.
Yeah. Nah, but look, yeah, I'm ready to bro. I'm really ready for Sunday. I guess it ain't a 1 o'clock game, it's a 4 o'clock game, so we're gonna get to see the Eagles pop off at 4 o'clock, man. I hope it's as exciting as the last 3 or 4 weeks been, man. What would y'all like to see different? You know what I'm saying? I know, we're not 100% sold as a, fan. So what would y'all like to see differently? I think me personally, obviously, I want to see a little bit more of Jahan Dotson and Will Shipley involved in the offense. But other than that, I think we had a top moment of execution from all our players, which I want to see different. Yeah, I'm waiting on them. Look, all right, yeah, ready. Nah, man. That's possible. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes growth is necessary, Jigger. I think year 2 of the system with Kellen, he became in the conversation for elite status. So I wouldn't be against it. I believe we will win. We should win, man. Shady going into the Hall of Fame. I mean, this game should be a win for sure. I think for sure we should get a win. Dotson do need a touchdown, Lotto. I think Dotson getting a touchdown to alleviate some of the talk on his name right now about him underperforming at this moment. You ready?
I'm ready, bro. It's already loaded. Oh, I ain't got a shot. I got a cup.
Oh, I got a shot. Hello. Cheers to Eagles girl in the birthday. Well, Jesus, good brother.
Look, man, it's a birthday, man. But yeah, I feel like that we gonna win this game. Of course, I do. How we win? It's up to the execution of practice. Now, Jalen Carter was out of practice. Landon Dickinson was out of practice. Dallas Goedert was out of practice again. Huh?
I ain't worried about none of the guys.
No, it's probably. I think it was a rest day for them too. Dallas Goedert was out, even though he was on video messing around with his girl or whatever, and lifting, and basically everybody was like, "Man, that it looked fine to me. Like, come back on the field." But he was out, and then also Slay was out. If Cockatera have 100 yards, man,
I might. Hey, look, Lotto, if he go for 100, they might attack me.
Yeah,
they might attack me, bro.
Yeah. Yo, Jigga crazy. Yo, can you chill, dog? Like,
but this man is Jesus Christ.
You know what? See. Jigga's my guy. But sometimes I think that he be watching like different content creators just so he knows how to push their buttons.
No. Did y'all see who Trayvon had in his top 5?
Trayvon Diggs?
Yeah.
At what? Quarterback?
Oh, I'll play it. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I got it right here in front of me, too. It's nothing like, hearing it from the man himself.
Right now, I would say it's definitely top 10. Higher. You think he's top 5? For sure. Who else you going to put in there? Give us your top 5 right now. I'm going to go him. I'm going to go Mahomes. Barr. Gotta have Barr. Yeah, Lamar. Josh Allen. Jalen playing pretty good right now, too. Jared Goff is a top 5 quarterback right now. And Matthew Stafford. Bro, I love him.
We ain't got here no more.
See, and that's the whole thing. Like Jared Goff is good. Like, I put Jared Goff.
No, that was Micah. That was Micah that threw Jared in there, bro. That was Micah. Trayvon said Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts is his top 5.
See, I respect JD5. I do. I respect him because
he said right now, like this season. I don't think he was talking about overall work.
I understand that. But I respect JD5 because he got them boys playing for him. He got them boys. Like every time you see another player for the Commanders, even Bobby Wagner, you see them talking to the podium. Hey man, I'm just happy that
No, they didn't put that. No, they didn't put that.
Jigga, one of those guys called
Sam Darnold.
One of those guys
could be in the
top. They even put Sam Darnold in there.
Darnold looking crazy.
No doubt.
Listen. One of those guys that was talking, right, called that a BAN. I ain't even gonna say it on here, but they call him a BAN. Do what you will. And then the other one basically called Dak out. But it was a little slight, Micah did call Dak out because all that work that they putting in to the point where they stopping the other team and you throwing picks, you're not making the right read. Then you got your top 1 wide receiver that got paid right with you. He's sitting up there saying stuff to you. It's a lot going on in Dallas right now, and you seen it with Trayvon Diggs. He basically coming at a reporter. That's what you got out of it, dog. That's what you got.
So guess what? This what I don't like, right? The Eagle Twitter that reposted the post, right? Didn't mention that they brought up Jalen Hurts as a top 5 quarterback. They only brought up that Dak wasn't on the list.
Yo. That's Jigga, man. That's him.
No. I'm reading a post. It says Micah Parsons and Trayvon Diggs, potential top 5 quarterbacks. 2 division quarterbacks. Guess who's missing? Like, hey man, I don't know about that one, but taking Dak over Jalen.
No. Because we know what Dak does, man. Dak is the James Harden of quarterbacks of the NFL. That's what he is. Regular season, he does good. You know, he does good, even though he still do turnovers and get some crucial losses in the mix. But he put up good numbers. But then when it matters, he give you 4 points, 10 assists. he turns into Ben Simmons. But my quarterback sit up there. This guy behind me, he sit up there and win ball games with his legs, make the right passes.
You see that top 5? You see that?
Yeah. Even though, like, I just don't like the glazing of Patrick Mahomes. I swear, like, you gotta criticize his ass too.
But I mean, he get that free pass that nobody else can get.
I don't like it though. Because it was 1 year. It was one.
It's inevitable.
No. Hear me out.
Bro.
It was 1 year. It was 1 year that Tom Brady did not play well in the beginning of the season, and they still had him up there because the defense was holding him down. That's not fair, bro. I don't give a damn about no damn ring. Just like you said, it was 2022. You got a ring. You got to do that shit again. Everybody's 0-0 at the beginning of the season. Yeah,
but I ain't talking about for us. The media, bro, that adds into they narrative, bro. He got rings, bro.
He's not 7-0. The team is 7-0. Normally, we're talking about Patrick Mahomes putting the team on his back and making great plays and all that. He hasn't been doing it. If you could call out, like, honestly, I'm being realistic.
Bruh. They put out a chart and oh my god, they put out a chart and they had the quarterbacks like under certain, I guess, like who they voting for, and they had Jalen Hurts under Trump. I bet you our fan base would go retarded.
I'm be realistic with y'all. They crucified Jalen Hurts because he had a high interception ratio, and then he started the season out with, some turnovers, and then now he's getting it right back on track. They crucified Josh Allen when he had that high ratio and everything like that, but they didn't crucify him as much as Jalen Hurts because they was like, we know what Josh Allen could do because he has an MVP. So accolades, I guess, matter, right? When Lamar Jackson won MVP, he didn't even have the league's top passing yards. He had the league's top rushing yards for a quarterback, and he won MVP that way. Why can't Lotto? I didn't want to say it, but what I'm saying is that why can't my quarterback get that same treatment? Whereas though that, okay, well, he had a bad year. He's starting out. We got to rally behind him to get it together. I'm a Sixers fan. I seen our fan base sit up there and basically try to teach Ben Simmons how to shoot a free throw. Why can't we sit up there and be like, all right, Jalen Hurts is going to do a little slump. Let's rally behind him. No, we saying he not elite. Get him out of here. Get the Sean Watson. Let's draft a quarterback. Let's do this and that. I heard some Caucasian guys basically said put in Kenny Pickett. I heard that. You're not going to sit up here and disrespect somebody that got me to the bowl, bro.
I heard Tanner McKee.
You're not going to do that.
I heard people say put in Tanner McKee.
Facts, Jigga. No, I'm with you, Jigga. Nobody's because we always critique Jalen Hurts here, but we know what he can be. That's what I'm saying. We on two sides of the coin, but we saying the same message. Malcolm X, MLK. We saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's crazy. It is low key crazy, Lotto.
What do you say?
People completely forgot about what Quinn was doing because Cooper playing well.
I don't think so. Well,
yes, it's the same. It's the opposite of what you're saying, bro. If Cooper was Eugene Robinson, the black guy that's playing corner good, we wouldn't be hearing about him playing good. But because he's Cooper DeJean, he's Caucasian, and he's playing at a high level, something they haven't seen in 20 years. They own it. They own him like white on rice.
See us that watches the game inside the game. That's why I always say, because a lot of people watch the game, and anytime it's a big play, they root for it, be drinking and all that. But I'm watching, like, that's why, if you notice, me and Smitty really don't do live play-by-plays like that. Because we do live play-by-plays, we basically just gonna be like this. We're not going to be even looking at the screen at all, because we're trying to see what happened.
I mean, we've done live play-by-plays. Y'all see how it goes. We be like,
we did live play-by-plays because we knew we was going to beat the Commanders.
It's like this, bro. It's like,
and then one of those live play-by-plays was preseason. The other one was the Commanders game. It's not like we're trying to fight for position in the playoffs. No, I need to know these guys really want it as bad as I want them to want it. That's what I need to see, and I also need to see the play caller. I need to know everything. That's why I have to be sitting there. Like, it be times my wife be talking to me, and I'm sitting here like, look, man, I'm here. And she's like, man, you ain't even paying attention. I'm like, you're paying attention. No, I'm not. I'm really just looking at the game.
Bro, listen. Somebody was having a conversation with me the other night. I'm like watching film. I'm locked in. You know how I'm like, play, pause, play, pause. And they're like, you heard what I said? No, I really didn't. I really was locked in on this tape. But what did you say? And it's like that with the game, bro. Like, coming here talking to me while I'm watching the game, you're getting the bare minimum of a response, because I am tapped into what's going on this season.
Yo, Lotto, that's a funny comment, bro. Because that's something that I would say in my like in real life. I always say that. So that exact comment. But Nick Foles wanted to play here. He wanted to be here, and he took the opportunity. He caught lightning in the bottle and got us a ring. That would always be submitted in Philadelphia. That will always be submitted. So no, I don't care about no color. I really don't. But ironically, that's what the narrative and the politics care about. I see when Cooper DeJean got in, they was like, oh, white milk about to get an interception. I'm like, damn, like my young boy, but they was like, no, and then that's why I didn't like what Slay said on his podcast. He said up there was like, oh, he got butterfingers and he can't see the ball. Things like, come on, bro. You're supposed to be encouraging youngin. Like, yo, look, get in position, catch the ball, focus on catching the ball. You sitting up here, doing certain things, even though youngin is still having a great season. Great season. But you're supposed to encourage him, man. You can't sit up there and just be like, yo, he got butterfingers and all that. And I know Slay like to play around a lot. But look, man, everybody ain't about those games, man. They trying to make a play and try to get their foot in to the NFL. And I feel like that both of those guys are doing a great job. And it's only going to get better from there. Right now, like you said, they got wide receivers that's down and all that. They could have a huge game. They both could probably come out with interceptions. Who knows? or a great stop. You know, Cooper DeJean, he's a great tackler. Great tackler. What's crazy? Acting like we can't win the Super Bowl, but we won our first with a backup. Yeah. Yeah. I just think that the leadership of the team changed, especially with Saquon being here. It changed. I think Saquon took over the helm of Kelsey's leadership. He just not
in a
pointing out
sense,
the
yeah.
reads.
In a
He's
sense,
just
for
not
sure.
pointing out. He just not pointing out the reads. But talking, I think that he took over that.
People doubted him because he was. Yeah, a little bit. They doubted his ability to play outside. I'm 100%. I always thought he could play slot or safety.
When I heard Saquon Barkley say, "Yo, run that again, run that again," and of course, Jalen Hurts, because you see, I know what this means. Jalen Hurts was trying to tell him to chill. He's like, "No, run it again." He went to the coaches like, "Run it again, run it tush push again." You know, just for people that saying that, you know, Saquon Barkley, but I'm on the fence with that too, because I'm like, I don't want the tush push to be our go-to when we need a short. Like, we got too much talent on this team, man. Got Jalen Hurts, got Saquon. You got these receivers that can do short routes. You got tight ends that can actually do out routes. It's a lot of things that you could do that's a variant of the tush push. That's why I screamed when last year when we did the variant of the tush push and got a first down with Swift.
Yeah, they ain't said nothing, Lotto. They ain't talking nothing about that. How he calling out protections and making sure he's safe in the pocket. Ain't nobody.
No, they're not. Oh, they're not. They're not going to talk about that. You know why they're not going to talk about that? Because they need to see it again. They need to see it again.
For what?
They need to see it again. And then when they see it again, then it's going to be like, oh, it was the Jaguars.
You know, it's always something.
That's what they're going to say. Oh,
he just came back from injury.
Yeah, I'm happy how they played them. I am happy how they played them.
He just come back from injury, so give him some time. No need to rush him back in the game.
No. And people that was he was like he coming back. That's why I don't understand why the Eagle sports media be sitting there saying things like, "Oh, Mekhi Becton's back at practice." No, he was limited and he didn't even get that clearance yet. That's not you know. You just pipe down a little bit, you know. Yeah. It's still certain guys' jobs right now. But I don't get it. Now remember he couldn't beat the blitz. Yeah, he couldn't beat the blitz until he got Doug Nussbaum. And then now he's sitting up there seeing the blitz perfectly.
I don't even know if it's Dougie though, bro. Like, to be honest, like I think Kelsey, when he said it the truth, bro. Like, Jalen needed to be comfortable with who his reads was, and he wasn't calling the hot reads last year. Somebody else was calling those hots.
That's a fact.
And if they weren't built in, there was no hots. So right. It's like, hey, Jalen, look, if you read blitz, then it's the hot. But if there is no hot, then if you read blitz, do what you can to survive. I think I like what Kellen and Doug are doing. They are giving him hots. And then Doug is helping him understand, hey, look, you could turn this guy into a hot if you need to. Like, don't worry about what you got to do at the line. If you feel like the blitz coming from here and turning Jahan Dotson into a hot is the best line of defense, then that's what you need to do. But that's what I kind of do like.
I just don't want to keep hanging up to I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna just say Mad Crit.
Wow, this what the Yankees doing for real?
They losing?
No, they are 5-0.
Yo, they trying to come back.
Damn. Bro, I can't watch the Yankees win a Super Bowl. I can't watch them win anything. Ah, jeez.
I can't either.
Good God, bro. Please, Dodgers. Jesus. Don't get walked down like this. It's just not a good look.
But I don't want to keep hanging up on last year, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, I want it to be focused on this year on how we getting better. You know, that's what I want.
What's your score prediction, man? Come on. You know what time it is.
Okay. You sitting up there going through it, bro. Like, damn, bro, your age.
Nah, look, bro. Like the back of my chair broke, so it's like limp. So I ain't really got no support.
Damn, man.
I'm thugging up here. Look, I'm thugging up here on my own back support. You just straight up at that.
Yeah. Score prediction. I'm gonna go with the safest bet, man. 35-17 Eagles.
Hey, I'm finna fire this man, bro. This man stays stealing my stuff, man.
What?
The man be in my bathroom using my shaving cream. I mean, he got my razor, shaving his face.
I don't even got a lot. You got more than me to shave. I ain't got a lot to shave. He be in there
shaving his sideburns and shit. Did you take the last sip of Hennessy last night too, good brother? When I came to get the bottle?
Bro. Nah, I didn't.
Jesus. Did you get the last shot of the whiskey that was in the top of the cabinet last night? No, I'm just talking. I was going with that, but since he went with that, I'm gonna go 35-13.
So you're going okay?
I'm gonna take some points away from the fools.
13 points is what the Jaguars are going to score. That's crazy, man. What is your bold prediction of this game?
Bold prediction: Jahan Dotson scores a touchdown.
My bold prediction: Isaiah Rodgers get a pick. I don't see Slay playing, so Isaiah Rodgers get a pick.
Well, technically, a lot of people counted that last one as his. Technically,
I guess.
So I watched like some people like Isaiah Rodgers basically got it. He pretty much. Hey, look, all he had to do was just hand it to them.
Yeah, he basically was like, "Here, bro."
He was like, "There you go, just catch that."
Right, he threw the oop, and then he
catch
like,
that. I guess you say interception assist.
Like it like game speed. I didn't even know it got intercepted until they slowed it down.
Bro, I was like, look, I'm standing here like, good play. My son was like, "Is that a pick?" I'm looking like, and I seen CJ start running to the end zone. I was like, "Oh, it's a pick!" Oh man, okay, Matt Cryptic.
So Will Shipley is score. Okay,
he said Jahan and Will. Oh, I need to up my score there because if they score, I know the score over 35. That's a 49-10 type game right there, what?
That's what Jigga said, 42-10.
I had to go. I might have to go with Jigga. I might say this might be close to a 50.
Hey, Jigga, if that happened, I'm probably gonna lose my voice. Sunday, y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Why?
I'm gonna lose my voice.
Why you lose your voice if Dean catch the pitch?
Because I'm gonna be so proud because I'm like, yo, Dean been getting trashed for his pass coverage, not his pass rush, his pass coverage, and for him to get a pick, especially a meaningful pick, bro. I don't think
his pass coverage bad. I think he just need to learn depth and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The zone he playing. In my eyes, like watching it, I watch so much all 22 of college and NFL. Like watching it, he's playing like for some reason it feels like he's playing like college linebacker zone instead of NFL linebacker zone. Because college linebacker zone a little shorter.
Yeah, it is.
You cover like 7 to 9, and NFL you cover like 9 to 13.
Mm-hmm.
He's stopping at like 7 to 9. And he like hovering, and if you get like. It was a good play. The play that Cooper DeJean almost got a pick on. N'Kobe played a pretty good. Like Bond was the reason he had to throw it high, but Dean was the reason he didn't get his first read.
Right.
So it's like they've been playing. To me, his pass cover is not horribly bad. He just needs a lot. Like, and if you watching since bye week, you notice he get more depth. He getting back on the play. You know what I'm saying? He getting them.
Damn, Lolo.
Yeah, he said second quarter they dead in the water. Jeez.
That's what they saying. That's what they say. I just don't want it to be the last time the Jacksonville Jaguars came into the building and
it ain't gonna be raining this time. Nah, it ain't gonna be raining this time, man.
My boy, Jalen Hurts said, no. We down 14 zip. Let's take this game back. And he did just that, you know. He got the first touchdown. He threw for another touchdown. And then we was right back in the game and we won that game. I don't need us to go down 14 zip. Regardless of who playing. Because, like I said, everybody's pros. You can't take everybody lightly. You know, we seen teams that took teams lightly and they came and won. Look at the Browns. Nobody expected that. You know, I'm with Coach. Nobody expected the Browns to win that game.
I mean, if you know bringing a veteran quarterback in, like if you really do the statistics, more veteran quarterbacks coming in and on the drop of a dime to play a game, they have a higher win percentage than loss percentage.
They do,
it's like 60. It's like 60% like veterans coming in without the team being able to prep. They get wins. So that's the only reason I took Cleveland. Like just knowing Deshaun was down.
Hey, Jake, you need to pipe down. Ain't gonna be no damn Ben Van Sumerman.
Somebody else said that actual NFL. He said he believed this week they're gonna have a variation where they either pass it to Ben or hand it off to Ben. He do believe
it's not gonna happen, bro.
I do believe it, bro. You don't put somebody in and they play well and you don't reward them ever.
You gonna reward them?
That's not fair. So it could be a possibility he get an opportunity. He take fully. Do you know what he was the freshman? You know what position he played freshman year of college?
He played. He played tight end, right?
Wide receiver.
I thought it was tight end.
Wide receiver.
That's crazy.
So he can catch, obviously. All right. Hey, look, when he do one of those play action bootlegs and Ben Van Summerman come open, got him.
We need me and you going slap box, bro. You ain't gonna just come at me talking about Mr. Elite. You going slap box, bro.
I would love to see Ben Van Summerman get treated to a touchdown this week. Listen. Do you know how? But look, this is what I think about in my head. If he can actually catch, I don't know if they've tried it, but if he can catch, do you know how crazy a bootleg play action would be? And Ben Van Summerman leak out the back end and nobody cares because it's number 57 and he catch a dot.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, I can see that. Just running it, I don't know. I don't know about running it.
No, not running it. Running it probably be a first down. Probably be a first down if it's like 3rd and 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I wouldn't even mind just him getting the carry. Not even necessarily needing a touchdown. Him getting a carry would be exciting for me.
Hopefully he was running through those ball control reps. Like
he is. You know he is. You know he is.
Hopefully he was.
You know he is. But man, we at the 2 hour 18-minute mark, man. What you got coming this week for the people, man?
So we didn't really go on. We didn't go on Monday, man. You know, everybody had things to do, man. Everybody got family. So we're gonna go on Friday night, 7 p.m. Friday night. So just tune in for that on Birds Flying High podcast. Me and Coach. I don't think Tim Kincaid is not going to be there. But we're going to be, just chopping it up, just going live. And, I'm going to come out with my Jaguars predictions and that preview my own video. So, that's all I got for the rest of the week.
Saturday, obviously 11. You can catch us on YouTube live, the check down, breaking down your biggest games of college football and your full NFL slate. A few parlays put in there and everything else. Next week, man, look, we ain't gonna say too much. But it might be a big show for Inside the Nest, man. We're gonna bring one of the GOATs back, man. We trying to work on it. And then if everything fall right on the other end, I'll have another big show for y'all on Thursday, man. So I don't know how they gonna do that, so I ain't gonna speak on it too much. I don't know if it's gonna be live or pre-recorded. He put it out Friday. But yeah, I'm gonna be on look DV. I'm really gonna have to tap into this tape now. I got everything lined up.
Oh, for fact. I just watched his recent video, the one that he just posted.
I did too. I watched it earlier.
It was pretty good, especially at the end. At the end, it's pretty good. He got me motivated. I ain't gonna hold you for what he was saying about content creating. Yeah, he got me motivated.
Hey, you see what he said? Come on, man. It's Inside the Nest, man. You ain't seen it. It ain't happening, man.
Look, man. I don't have no beef or no quarrel with nobody.
None.
But,
it's about the Eagles.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to have him on. Honestly, I would. Just to go back and forth on certain situations that we might not agree on and all that. I'd love to have him on.
I kind of listen, like I'm a if it's meant to be, it's meant to be type of person, bro. So like knowing the situation and where it's been multiple times, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, listen, if he ever reach out and want to be a part of Inside the Nest and he want to come on, then cool. I mean, I'm all with it. But we can sit down and we can get it together. But that's that. You know what I mean? The person I'm bringing on, man, really, really respect his game. Really watch him every day. And everybody here tapped in with him. So we gonna see how that goes. I think he gonna let me know in the morning how for sure that is. So as soon as
let me know. Let me know so because I know as soon as she tell you, man, you gonna work on that thumbnail. So
you know it. I'm gonna bust it down. Well, I actually be trying to wait till we win because I be trying to get some of the like pictures from that game to add to the thumbnail. Yeah. If you notice, I try to always get something associated with the game, so I do be waiting. I'll just have it set up, so all I gotta do is drop the pictures in, boop, 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 boop. Everything else good, and drop the record.
Okay.
But man, yeah, man, that's it, man. Anything you want to say to people before we get about it?
Man, look, Fly Eagles Fly, man. We are heading in the right direction, man. I don't want to say we fully back yet, but I think we getting there. We getting back. We getting back to what we normally do, and I feel like that. This game is going to not really move the needle because I feel like that the Jacksonville Jaguars is not equal to the Eagles. I feel like that we're going to be tested within the division, and that's when they're going to start putting respect on our name, especially nationally, and Eagles fan base. But look, until then, you don't quit on your team, you don't quit on your quarterback. It's Fly Eagles Fly to the death, and just go Birds.
Hey man, listen, yeah, DV said it, man. Fly Eagles Fly, it's go Birds. 1-0 every week. 1-0. And that's I mean, look, it ain't much to say because we on the way up. And I've been saying it all year, man. We just building, and let's keep building. You know what I'm saying? All we can do is keep going. The foundation has been set, but it's time to lay the blocks, man, and mix the concrete. And let's try to make sure it's better than last time. You know what I'm saying? So and I ain't talking about last year, so don't get it wrong. I'm talking about last week. Guess what? If it's a better game this week than last week, the score is better. The consistency of the game is better. you feel better. So, hey, man, it's Fly Eagles Fly. Let's go Birds. Man, we inside the nest, man. So, until next time, peace.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? It's your boy King DV, and I'm with my co-host Smitty. What's going on, bro?
Man, it's love, man.
Time for A.J. Brown. Michael Carter the second.
They don't know Jalen Hurts like we know Jalen Hurts.
They was hanging on to Jalen Hurts.
Until next time, man, y'all know what it is.